Hi everybody. I hope you're all working really hard for Mrs. Sugar. Today we are going to multiply binomials together. So first I want to start with algebra tiles. So I'm going to put one binomial. This is like an area model. So this right here will be our length and this right here will be our width. So the first thing I'm going to do is put x. And then minus 3 has to be shaded because it's negative. So I have my x minus 3 on top here, and I'm going to put this one down the side. So I'm going to have negative 2 x's, which means these are both shaded. And then I'm going to put my plus 1, and it's unshaded because it's positive. Now a little trick is that we can draw lines between each tile, like this. And then at the very end, and then you can see exactly what your rectangle is going to look like, and you can see what shape goes in each one. So here, this is clearly a big square, so this is an x squared. Or you could think of it as x times x is x squared. But a positive times a negative is a negative, so we have to shade this one. Same thing here. We have an x times a negative x, so that's going to be negative x squared. And then 1 times x is x. You can also see the shape looks like an x. Same here, and same here. Now notice here we have a negative times a negative, so it becomes positive. Negative times negative is positive, and again, negative times negative is positive. Same thing for these. And then we have this little spot right here. So we have an x times 1, and they're both positive, so this is going to stay positive. And then we have negative 1 times positive 1, which is negative 1. Same thing here. Negative 1 times positive 1 is negative 1. Same thing here. Now, this was our length and width. The area is what's inside. That's our answer. So we have, well, first, let's check and see if anything cancels on the inside. Now, nothing's going to cancel with these because they're both negative. Nothing is going to cancel with all of these because they're all positive, and nothing cancels with these because they're all negative. So my answer here is negative 2x squared. Again, it's negative because they're shaded. And then you have to count all of your x's up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 x's. And then we have negative 3 units. Now, I don't like this plus or minus right here, so I'm going to rewrite this. And that's your answer. Number 2. We're going to use the same process. So we have the same exact problem. X minus 3, which is our length, and this is our width, or you can flip-flop them, it doesn't matter. You're just multiplying them together. So they put the negative 2x plus 1 on top and the x minus 3 on the bottom. Notice that the negative stayed with the 3. Now we're just multiplying the same way we did with our algebra tiles up on number 1. Negative 2x times x is negative 2x squared. And then we're going to multiply these together. So it's like an Excel spreadsheet. You take what's on the edges, and then this is the place where you put your answer for those two. So positive 1 times x is 1x. And then we have a negative times a negative, so this becomes a positive 6x. And then this is a minus 3. Now this time, you have some like terms to combine. So we're going to combine our 6x and our 1x, which gives us 7x. So again, we have negative 2x squared. Then we have our plus 7x. And then we have our minus 3. And again, I don't like that plus and negative, so I'm going to rewrite this. as minus 3. So it doesn't matter if you use the algebra tiles, like number 1, using the algebra tiles like this, or if you use a little box method like this and just multiply each together, you'll get the same answer.